Hello everyone, welcome to the latest episode of Big Guns and Explosive Things. The world is filled with tanks, missile systems, large warships, hypersonic fighter jets, and all the ammunition that arms dealers dream of. Shall we take a look at some of them? For your lucky old eyeballs, we have 20 of the most powerful military weapons currently in use. We've warned you, there will be a lot of destruction and things blowing up. Well then, let's go. Number 20 Challenger 2. First, we have the FV-4034 Challenger 2. It's a tough, big tank, a symbol of British military engineering. The core of this machine is a heavy armored network, built with vertical barriers to protect against threats ranging from ballistic projectiles to explosive munitions. The design of the tank aims to provide shelter for the crew, offering a sense of security even on a chaotic battlefield. It is equipped with a variety of munitions, from armor-piercing shells designed to demolish defensive structures to high-explosive rounds. Despite its impressive size and weight, the Challenger 2 is surprisingly agile and fast. It can reach speeds of up to 37 miles per hour and can operate over long distances without needing frequent refueling. The Challenger 2's performance in combat has solidified its reputation as a reliable and combat-tested asset. It is equipped with advanced communication systems to keep the crew in contact, while amenities like air conditioning help cope with the harsh realities of war, allowing the crew to remain focused and efficient even in intense combat. Now, it's time to discuss this fascinating topic. Yes, here we have a very realistic depiction, a ship that seems to be filled with rocket launchers. According to some extremely unverified and questionable sources, we are told that this is currently under development. But frankly, this is not even necessary, because we already have everything in the world that can blow us up dozens of times over. Something like this, which may look a bit foolish, is not scary at all because it already exists and is used by many armies around the world. But anyway, what do you think of this photo? Please use the hashtag #FancyTopic in the comments below to share all the relevant information. The Patriot system is a high-tech missile defense system designed to defend against aircraft, missiles, and drones, kind of like a shield in the sky. The Patriot system is designed to detect, track, and intercept incoming threats, such as missiles or aircraft. But the most important thing is that it does this before they attack and cause damage. It uses missiles equipped with powerful explosives to destroy incoming targets. These missiles can be launched from the ground or from specialized vehicles. M1 Abrams. The M1 Abrams is a large, bulky, and powerful tank used by the US military in several other countries. This is a very powerful tank. This is a very powerful tank. M1 Abrams. The M1 Abrams is a large, bulky, and powerful tank used by the US military in several other countries around the world. M109 Paladin. The M109 Paladin is an artillery system used by the US Army. It is a very powerful tank. It is a very powerful tank. This is a very powerful tank, this is a very powerful tank. The M109 is a very powerful tank, it 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 is a very powerful tank. The M109 is a very powerful tank, it 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 is a very powerful tank. The M109 Paladin is an artillery system used by armed forces worldwide, known for its ability to deliver extremely dangerous firepower at long range. This self-propelled howitzer is designed to provide artillery support to ground forces. It's like a mobile gun platform on the battlefield, able to quickly respond to changing situations while providing heavy firepower where needed. The M109 Paladin is equipped with a 155mm howitzer, capable of firing high-explosive shells, smoke rounds, and precision-guided munitions. The Paladin is mounted on a tracked chassis, allowing it to traverse rugged terrain and keep up with advancing forces. This means it can quickly reposition to provide fire support when necessary, without relying on fixed artillery positions. However, this artillery system is not automatic. It relies on a team of skilled soldiers working together to load, aim, and fire the cannon, after which the shells explode. 16. Knife. The 270 MLRS M270 is a self-propelled multiple launch rocket system used by the armed forces of several different countries. Forces. The 270 MLRS M270 is a self-propelled multiple launch rocket system used by the armed forces of several different countries. It can be mounted on a tracked chassis, meaning it can move across different types of terrain and be hauled to various locations to wreak havoc. It is speculated that the launcher itself can hold up to 12 rockets at a time, ensuring additional damage. Each rocket can carry a different payload. It could be something exciting, like high-explosive warheads, cluster munitions, or tactical missiles designed for specific purposes. The M270 can launch rockets individually or rapidly fire multiple rockets in quick succession. It is typically used for offensive and defensive purposes, such as suppressing enemy positions, destroying defensive structures, or providing counter-battery fire against enemy artillery. As a result, the M270 has been in use since the late 1980s and has played a role in various conflicts around the world. Since its creation, people have constantly blown each other up with it, and it is still widely used to this day. César. The name César comes from a long string of French words, essentially translating to a truck equipped with an artillery system. So it's quite similar to the Paladin we've already seen, but with a French accent and a fondness for stinky cheese. César is a French-made 155mm caliber 52 caliber self-propelled howitzer. It is capable of firing 3,952 caliber NATO standard shells and is equipped with all the technologies required to use ammunition for precise strikes on targets up to 40 kilometers away, including rocket-assisted and smart munitions for targets several kilometers out. Oh, that's interesting. Now, this large gun was developed back in the 1990s and made its first appearance in 1994. It was later introduced into the French Army in 1998, and until 2022, about 10 units were produced annually. But now that number has increased to 2 to 3 per month, sometimes even more. The goal is to increase production to 8 units per month by the end of 2023. 142 HIMARS. The M142 HIMARS stands for the Less Attention-Grabbing High Mobility Artillery Rocket System, a light truck-mounted rocket launcher currently used by the U.S. military and other countries. The system is designed specifically for mobility and speed, allowing it to move quickly across various types of terrain. The HIMARS can launch multiple types of rockets and missiles with considerable accuracy and firepower. This thing can launch 6 rockets and rapidly disperse them, or launch one larger missile, accurately hitting targets approximately 186 miles away. In this respect, the machine is relatively versatile, as it can carry different types of munitions and be used in different types of environments. The machine's design allows it to be transported via cargo aircraft, making it more suitable for rapid deployment to various regions. The system is equipped with some advanced targeting capabilities, enabling it to perform precision strikes, which they claim will minimize so-called collateral damage. That, incidentally, is the death and destruction of innocents and their homes. War euphemisms are very specific, don't you think? Number 13. We now have a Kf-51 that's not yet in service, but has been showcased across Europe and is expected to be adopted by various armies in the future. This is the Black Panther Kf-51. Kf is an abbreviation of a German word meaning combat vehicle, but I won't attempt to pronounce it for the sake of your ears. The whole thing is based on the existing Leopard 2A4 chassis, but it has a new, shiny turret mounting and an extra deadly autoloader, with a 130mm main gun. This main battle tank is currently being developed by Rheinmetall and was first unveiled at the Eurosatory Defense Exhibition in June 2022. In fact, this tank wasn't developed for anyone in particular, especially not any armed forces. It's a private enterprise that has attracted interest from some of Europe's more aggressive and anti-establishment players, supplying material to the Ukrainian military in a somewhat profit-driven manner. Rheinmetall has been involved in negotiations to build a factory in the country and produce as many as 200 of these a year. Or, for some, it seems like a big business. Number 12. The Altay main battle tank is a modernized tank developed by Turkey, named after a Turkish general. This tank reflects Turkey's ambition to develop its own advanced military technology independently. The Altay main battle tank is a modernized tank developed by Turkey, named after a Turkish general. This tank reflects Turkey's ambition to develop its own advanced military technology independently. The Altay main battle tank is a modernized tank developed by Turkey, named after a Turkish general. This tank reflects Turkey's ambition to develop its own advanced military technology independently. The vehicle is equipped with a 120mm smoothbore gun, as well as that large cannon. It also features auxiliary weapons, including a machine gun, providing additional capabilities for combating infantry in light vehicles. The tank's defense system is enhanced with modern reactive armor and possibly an active protection system, capable of intercepting and neutralizing incoming threats. It also boasts advanced electronics and communication systems, including a sophisticated targeting system and thermal imaging system. This allows the crew to detect and engage targets even in low visibility conditions. Similar to other tanks we've seen, this tank is also designed for protection and mobility across different terrains. It is a tank, and as a piece of military equipment, it's quite standard. Number 11. The Stormer is an armored vehicle made in the UK, developed by Alvis Vickers, a company now part of BAE Systems. The Stormer is a tracked vehicle with good mobility across various terrains, and its design allows for multiple configurations. It can be an armored personnel carrier, a command vehicle, even an ambulance, or a platform for air defense. As an APC, the Stormer can carry 3 crew members, including a driver, a commander, and a gunner, along with additional troops or equipment. The vehicle's armor can defend against light weapons, fire, and shrapnel. As for weaponry, the Stormer can be equipped with a variety of weapons depending on mission requirements, including machine guns and missile systems. There are standard versions and many different variants available, such as the Stormer HVM, or high-velocity missile, equipped with the Starstreak missile system. This is specifically designed for anti-aircraft use, capable of destroying low-flying aircraft and helicopters with high-velocity missiles. The Stormer carries 8 ready-to-fire Starstreak missiles, with a further 8 missiles stored inside the vehicle. It provides powerful firepower to deal with aerial threats, making it very easy to blow things up. Number 10. German Leopard 2. This is the main battle tank of the German Army. Leopard is the German Army's. The German Leopard 2. This is the main battle tank of the German Army. Development of the Leopard 2 MBT began in 1970, shortly after the Leopard 1 entered service. During that period, there was a significant threat of conflict between NATO and the Warsaw Pact, so the West German Army needed a well-protected tank superior to those of the Eastern Bloc. The first prototypes of the Leopard 2 were completed in 1972, and by 1977, the Bundeswehr had ordered 1,800 of these tanks to refine and ultimately replace the Leopard 1. The first 30 tanks were completed in 1979, and the Leopard 2 was officially adopted by the West German Army that same year. It was considered an advanced and very successful design upon its introduction, and by 1993, the Army possessed a total of 2,155 of these tanks. The tank also achieved commercial success. It was exported to many countries, including the Netherlands, Switzerland, Sweden, Spain, and Turkey, with many more sold to other countries from surplus stock from Germany in the Netherlands. By 2019, 16 countries were using this tank. In 2023, countries like Finland, Germany, Norway, and Poland announced the delivery of some Leopard 2 tanks to Ukraine, which were used in the Ukrainian military's counteroffensive against Russian forces. 84 Next, we have another tank for you to consider. 84 Next, we have another tank for you to consider. This is the T-84, a Ukrainian main battle tank, developed based on the Soviet T-80 main battle tank first introduced in 1976. The T-84 was first designed and assembled in 1994, and began serving with the Ukrainian Armed Forces in 1999. The T-84's variant is the advanced version of the tank, including a new turret design, and an armored ammunition compartment. In 2001, the Ukrainian Armed Forces introduced 10 more unique new models, including a prototype called the T-84120 Yatagan, which clearly features a 120mm cannon capable of firing NATO missiles, standard tank ammunition, and anti-tank missiles. This version is designed for export. Number 8. 2 Black Panther, guess what, Korea. K2 Black Panther, South Korea. This is another tank. 2-0. This time, we will take a close look at the K2 Black Panther. This is a South Korean main battle tank designed to replace the older M48 Patton tanks and some aging K1 tanks in the South Korean Army. The development of this machine began in the 1990s, with the goal of creating a highly advanced and powerful tank. I mean, that's always the goal, isn't it? No one wants to develop an outdated and slow junk heap. The Leopard 2 is designed using cutting-edge technology and all the firepower, mobility, and protection systems you're familiar with. It features a 120mm smoothbore gun capable of firing various types of ammunition, including advanced kinetic energy penetrators and programmable high-explosive rounds. The tank also includes an auto-loader, which eliminates the need for manual loading, reducing the crew size to just 3. The tank boasts an advanced fire control system and can be equipped with advanced composite armor and protective systems to defend against anti-tank missiles and rocket-propelled grenades. It always features a modular armor design, which means parts of it can actually be easily replaced or upgraded. It is equipped with a 1,500 horsepower engine and can reach speeds of up to 43 miles per hour on a road with a range of approximately 280 miles. The tank suspension system allows it to adjust its height for better mobility and stability, especially on uneven terrain. The K2 Black Panther has been in service with the South Korean Army since 2014 and has been an important part of South Korea's modernization and upgrade efforts. Number 7. Next, we have a rather powerful tank, the Japanese Type 10. Next, we have a rather powerful tank, the Japanese Type 10. The Type 10 TKX is an advanced 4th-generation main battle tank, MBT, of the Japan Ground Self-Defense Force. It will be manufactured by Mitsubishi Heavy Industries and is capable of carrying out a variety of different missions. These include special forces attacks, anti-tank warfare, and maneuver strikes. The introduction of these tanks is primarily aimed at gradually phasing out the Type 74 and Type 90 main battle tanks. The design focus of the Type 10 is its mobility, effective protection, overall performance, and firepower. In all these aspects, the new tank outperforms the older models of main battle tanks. The Type 10 has a turret equipped with an automatic loading system. It can rotate 360 degrees while in motion, and the turret also has a set of smoke grenade launchers. These main battle tanks are equipped with an L44-120mm smoothbore gun, manufactured by Japan Steel Works in Japan. In addition to the turret weapons, the Type 10 is also equipped with an M2HB, a 12.7mm heavy machine gun, and a 74 to 762mm coaxial machine gun. To provide the maximum protection for the soldiers inside the tank, nanocrystalline steel, modular ceramic composite armor, and protection against nuclear, biological, and chemical attacks are also used. Mark 6. Merkava. Next, we introduce the Merkava, a series of main battle tanks designed and manufactured by the Israel Defense Forces. The name Merkava means chariot in Hebrew, but it doesn't require any horses to drive this deadly machine. The first model, Merkava Mark I, was put into service in 1979. Since then, the tank has undergone several version developments, with the latest being the Mark IV. The tank has a front-mounted engine, which provides additional protection for the crew by absorbing some of the incoming fire. It is also equipped with advanced composite armor designed to withstand various types of anti-tank weapons, and its modular design allows for quick repairs and upgrades. The Merkava has been used in various conflicts, including the Lebanon War, the Gaza conflict, and numerous operations in and around Israel. Number 5. The Leclerc tank from France. The Leclerc tank from France. Since 1992, the Leclerc main battle tank has been a mainstay of the French army. A third-generation tank manufactured by Nexter Systems, a French government-owned arms manufacturer. Named after a French general, the Leclerc has been the main armored platform since replacing the older AMX-30. Currently, 222 are operational, with another 184 in storage. The UAE's arsenal also contains some tanks. Plans are underway to upgrade 200 of these tanks, including the fourth-generation Leclerc XLR, which has been snapped up for modern warfare. So while this is still in operation for now, the third-generation Leclerc will gradually be phased out and upgraded. Number 4. China Chengdu J-20. He Chengdu Gua Chengtu Chin. The US has the F-35, and China closely follows with the Chengdu J-20 Mighty Dragon. This is a twin-engine stealth fighter developed by the Chengdu Aerospace Corporation specifically for the People's Liberation Army Air Force. Its main purpose is to excel in air superiority, while also being highly adept at precision strike capabilities. The J-20 series includes 3 variants: the initial production model J-20A, the multifunctional thrust vector J-20, and the J-20S, featuring a 2-seat configuration suitable for team operations. The Mighty Dragon began life in the JXX project of the 1990s. The world was reintroduced to it at the 2016 China International Aviation and Aerospace Exhibition. In February 2018, the first J-20 operational squadron was formed, making China the first Asian and second global nation to possess a practical stealth fighter. Speaking of fifth-generation fighters, the J-20 is currently the third fifth-generation fighter in operational service, following the American F-22 and F-35. The Eurofighter Typhoon is a European collaborative project, primarily employing a twin-engine design and a canard delta wing. Canards. The Eurofighter Typhoon is a European collaborative project, primarily featuring a twin-engine design and delta wings with canards. Whatever that means. It was initially designed for air superiority, of course, I mean, who doesn't need that? But it's now a multi-role, multi-purpose fighter jet, built by Airbus, BAE Systems, and Leonardo through a partnership called Eurofighter Jagdflugzeug GmbH. The NATO Eurofighter and Tornado Management Agency oversees the project, with the UK, Germany, Italy, and Spain being its primary customers. Development of the Typhoon began in 1983, when the European Fighter Aircraft program brought several European nations together. It was still the Cold War era back then, so the requirements for these countries were slightly different than later on. The aircraft's name was finalized in 1998 and entered service in 2003, serving in the air forces of Austria, Germany, Italy, the United Kingdom, Spain, Saudi Arabia, Oman, and other countries. By 2019, Kuwait and Qatar had also ordered a total of 623 aircraft. The Typhoon fighter was originally designed for agile dogfighting, later evolving to excel in air-to-ground missions, equipped with versatile weapons such as Storm Shadow, Taurus, and Meteor missiles. It first saw combat during the 2011 Libyan intervention, taking on roles such as reconnaissance and ground strikes. Since then, it has become a key air defense asset for several different nations. Dassault Rafale, the name means a gust of wind or a burst of fire. The name Rafale means a gust of wind or a burst of fire. It is a multi-role French fighter aircraft manufactured by Dassault Aviation, featuring a twin-engine, delta-wing design with canard surfaces. The Rafale is equipped with a wide range of weapons, allowing it to excel in air superiority, interception, reconnaissance, ground support, strike missions, anti-ship attacks, and even nuclear deterrence. Dassault affectionately calls it an omni-role aircraft, but they really do mean it, don't they? In the late 1970s, the goal of the French Air Force and Navy was to modernize their fleets. France initially cooperated with other European countries on the future European fighter aircraft project, but eventually went its own way due to differing needs. You know, like how the Beatles split up because of creative differences. Dassault's technology demonstrator took its first flight in July 1986, marking the start of an 8-year flight testing program that paved the way for its development. The unusual aspect of the Rafale fighter is its focus on domestic production, involving major French defense contractors such as Dassault, Thales, and Sagem. Its advanced avionics, such as the RBE-2AA active electronically scanned array radar and the Spectra front-facing infrared search and track sensor, were developed specifically for this project. Its advanced avionics, such as the RBE-2AA active electronically scanned array radar and the Spectra front-facing infrared search and track sensor, were developed specifically for this project. Although the Rafale was initially planned to enter service in 1996, delays occurred due to post-Cold War budget adjustments, so it arrived later than originally planned. The aircraft has three main variants: the single-seat land-based Rafale C, the twin-seat land-based Rafale B, and the single-seat naval variant, the Rafale M. It was introduced in 2001, serving the French Air Force and Navy. Its export potential was finally realized, with customers including Egypt, India, Qatar, Greece, Croatia, Indonesia, and the UAE. The Rafale has been deployed in several conflict zones, including Afghanistan, Libya, Mali, Iraq, and Syria. Number 1. The Lockheed Martin F-22 Raptor is manufactured by Lockheed Martin. Manufactured by. The Lockheed Martin F-22 Raptor is manufactured by Lockheed Martin. It is an advanced American fighter jet developed for the United States Air Force. It stemmed from the U.S. Air Force's Advanced Tactical Fighter program and is designed not only as an air superiority fighter but also with capabilities in ground attack, electronic attack, and signals intelligence. They're right there, driving their own cars. Lockheed Martin was primarily responsible for building the F-22's airframe and weapon systems and oversaw the final assembly of the aircraft. Boeing, in turn, supplied the wings, rear fuselage, avionics integration, and training systems for the program. It first flew in 1999 and has been known by various names, including the F-22 and FA-22. It was officially launched in December 2005, named the F-22A. The initial plan was to procure 750 units, but due to high costs, limited air-to-air mission requirements, and factors like the emergence of the Airbus, the program was reduced to 187 production aircraft in 2009. The more cost-effective and versatile F-35. If you ask me, I'm just a thick-skinned nouveau riche. The final F-22 will be delivered in 2012.